All right. What is it? Good morning, I think. Can I get a sound check from anybody? Do I sound okay? I see Tonya Green is on. How you doing, Tonya? Well, welcome. My name is Daniel TimTim. I am with Dave's Island Instruments. I teach a little bit of handpan, and I'm excited because today we are going to be doing an online class for you guys. A lot of you have been asking if we're going to be doing this live because a lot of you guys are not in California, so here I am for you. We've been busy this summer and this year, so you know it's been tough. I know it's been a while since we've done a live show, but here we are. So I'm excited. Tanya, I see that you're on. But today I'm just going to give you a little bit of update on Dave's Island Instruments for those of you that have been thinking about getting a handpan or just been waiting or saving your pennies to get one of these beautiful instruments. Also, I will give you, we have a secret sale today if you guys are watching. So for those of you who are thinking about it, we have a secret sale today, and actually it's on the screen now, so I'll let you guys know it towards the end of what it's all about. We're going to be talking about, and then I'll give a little bit of training. We talk about the 4 principles of music, and I'll give you a little easy 1, 2, 3. If you haven't heard it, then this is a good start for your practice for your handpan. And if you have heard it, it's just a refresher. And I can give you, it's what I teach the first thing I teach to pretty much everybody that I teach handpans. So I'm excited. Are you guys ready? And we gotta give you our boom boom. Let's all breathe. Let's release all that tension from this week. Today's Saturday, time to relax and listen to the beautiful sounds of this beautiful instrument. Lately I've been, I have some students that I teach, and one that lives close to me, she's like, yeah, let's go down to the beach, and we've been going down to the beach lately, and that's been fun, and having the class there, and it's so nice. But I usually show up early, and I start, you know, I like to play by myself for a little bit at the beach. But the other day I was playing, and I was just practicing, doing some stuff, and then I look up, and there was like just a ton of people like laying around me. It was pretty hilarious. I was giving them free sound baths. So if you've ever been in Long Beach, sometimes I'm at the Bluff, so giving free sound baths, which is awesome. So let's see. Ooh, secret sale. Let me talk about that a little bit. Today, we're coming up on the, I don't know if it's the 10th or 11th anniversary, or the anniversary of Dave's Island Instruments. Usually we do a sale. So I'm gonna do a secret one today. So Dave doesn't know about it, but he's gonna be making handpans. Just kidding. But anyways, a secret sale. There's a code, and it is on the screen right now. I'll tell you at the end. Maybe you guys can guess what it is. If you do, and I'll let you know. But if you're planning on getting a handpan, this is our secret sale, and I'll let you know. And it's going to be 10% off if you can get the code, which I'll tell you at the end. All right. So for those of you that have actually, and then. Right now, if you guys have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask any questions. I'm here to do that. But I'm going to start with just a little bit of the 4 principles of music. I know in the past, actually, let me do the update. DIY update. All right, DIY update. For you guys that don't know that what's for sale, actually, today I'm going to be playing, if you guys have never heard a Dave's Island instrument, this one is especially special. This is the Ohm Hybrid. It's a 21-inch handpan, has both tongue drum and 9-note RS top on top. But Basically, this is what it sounds like. So beautiful, and you guys are in luck for today's training because I will be using this one. Let's see. You can also play the bottom, which is really cool. I've been messing around with this handpan a little bit. This is our house model. But if you want to get one of these beauties, check out the website, and maybe today you can get 10% off if you remember the code. Also, we have Gaias. Actually, we have in-stock Gaias. Ooh, and these are nice. These are nitrided handpans. Oops. A little softer sound than the RS, but it's very nice. 21-inch nitrided 9-note D minor scale. Awesome. Dun, dun. Very nice. We also have some off scales. This is a D curd, still a D minor, but a little bit mystical sound right there. Then we have our RS12s. This is an RS12, or you can also get it in a 9-note. This one is our beautiful house model that I've taken all over the world, which is really cool. Very nice. RS12, 21-inch, 9-note top, 3 notes bottom. You can also get it in a 9-note. So, I just wanted to show you guys all these. Basically, these are the models that we currently have, and I'm excited. Dave has been working really hard. We have some people in the queue, so if you're thinking about getting a handpan, the ones that we do have available are some nitrided ones. These, the RSs are made to order. It's taking about 1 month for orders. I'm drinking my breakfast this morning. All right, so here we go for the training. We're gonna start with, let me see, boom, 4 principles of music. I always like to start with this because a lot of times, you know, we're wondering why we're drawn to the sound of this beautiful instrument. And one of the questions once I started teaching handpan, I was questioning what I was teaching. So, and then the question I came up with is, where does music come from? That was one of the questions I asked. And this is what I found. It comes from us. And, you know, if you're planning on learning how to play handpan, it's really not about the instrument, it's about you. And the music, there's 4 principles to music. And what I found, there's rhythm, melody, harmony, and silence. And in these 4 things, these are the things that you have to work on on yourself to play this instrument. Okay, just to give you a little brief, I'm not going to go into it a lot, but rhythm is you. It's getting in touch with your fingers, making your, as you notice, my fingers go around the handpan, or if you watch other handpan players, it doesn't look like they're hitting it. The good ones that you've watched, and that you're going, wow, how'd they do that? And that's basically rhythm. It's practice. They just practice all the time and getting in touch with your rhythm. I found, like, especially doing just beats on the handpan, just doing this 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1, and being able to do it steadily. You have to practice, because usually if you're right-handed, your left hand doesn't do the same hit, so you want to get them in tune. And this is actually one of the practices I do, just messing around with this or doing this over and over again. How many times can you do it? That's rhythm or practicing, okay? Getting in touch with your heartbeat or your rhythm, okay? 2 is melody, and we all have a song we want to sing, but we don't know how to sing it because we don't know the language of music. We don't know how all these notes go together. But what I found is most people have music in them, and they just want to express that vibration or what that song that they want to sing, and a cool way to express it is through this instrument. Isn't that nice? Language, as I speak, it is a song, and then this is a song also. Pretty cool. So melody, it's working on yourself. Those 2 things you can control, rhythm and melody. Those are for yourself, and those, I think it's a lifelong journey that you're going to be on, especially if you're going to be playing this instrument, right? The next one is harmony, and that's actually when you have notes coming together. I just played like 3 notes. I just played another 3 notes. Those are all in harmony. See how it sounds? It makes a bigger sound. Those are single notes, and this is in harmony. Wow. So, and I believe that's what we strive to do. And actually, in harmony, I always wonder, what am I doing in music, or what am I trying to strive to do? And I found that, you know, it's one is just to share your music. I think everybody wants to do that. So that would be one. Harmonize, play with other people. That's another way you can harmonize, right? Play with other people, and that's what it would sound like. And then perform, whatever it is. But that's kind of like your goal, I guess. I don't know if it would be goal, but that's what you're striving to do, is to share your music, harmonize with people, which is really cool. And then another one is silence, and this one, I'll give you a really huge tip. If you're learning how to play music, gotta have to learn how to listen. And what do you listen for? That's the crazy part. You listen right now is the last one, which is silence. This handpan rings a long time, but right now it's in silence even as I talk. Being able to be in that silence or spacing your notes is the hardest thing, I think, in music to do. And listening to the sound of the note rise and fall and quiet. It's hard. It's actually a hard thing to do, because our mind is like always going and we need to do something about it. But if you can practice that, your music, I will believe, is better. So for 4 principles of music that you can work on personally, and I believe is how it's going to go. Some people think, oh, I'm just going to be the best, but it's a continual journey, or your music journey. And we have rhythm, melody, harmony, and silence. Rhythm is practicing. So your fingers are perfect. I had my student the other day, she could do that now. And she was sounding good, but she told me that she needs to work on just her technique and making it a little bit better. And I go, well, that's awesome. So she just continued to do it. Melody, learning how these notes work. Or finding your song, or whatever it is. You have to know how to hit all the notes and put them together and know what they do. Sometimes you have to learn about music a little bit. Sometimes you don't. Actually, I know people that play this and don't know music, but they know the melody that they want to sing, so you gotta search for that. Harmony, play with other people. Actually, next week, if you guys are in town, I will probably be having a live class here at Dave's Island Instruments, so if you're around, let me know. I think an email will be going out, so that'd be cool. And then silence, practice the silence, breathing. I notice when people get on the handpan for the first time, they don't breathe, they just go. They're so tense. But once you breathe, it releases that tension and your hands flow a little bit better. Okay. So, that's the 4 principles of music. What I'm finding, it is all about your mindset, and these are the 4 things that I find in music that helps me focus and get to where I want to be, or what my goals are. I want you to take a look really quick for the newbies. If you guys don't know the layout of a handpan, I'll just go really quick. You have your ding, which is here. These are the note scales, and then you have your notes that go around, okay? Depending on the handpan that you have, there's the top one is an 8 note, okay? So if you notice, it has 6, 7 on the outside, or the ding in the middle. This is a 9 note, and if I hold it the way it is on the screen, so yeah, that's the way it looks. You have your ding. Do it this way. This is a 9 note, so on the Dave's Island Instruments, the DII symbol is at the 12 o'clock position, and it's notated on this paper here. Yeah, I can't point to it. And that's how you usually, if you don't have a Dave's Island Instruments, your smallest notes usually go at the top. And depending on how many notes you have, there will be a layout, but they all follow pretty much the same layout. So what you're learning today, you can transfer to any scale or any type of handpan. So don't worry if you're not in the same scale. This is a D minor, okay? This is the ohm D minor 9 note. And so if I look at the notes, then the ding right here is a D, and then here on the right hand side, A, C, D, E, F, G, A, and a high C. So on this handpan, you have 2 A's, you have 2 C's, you have 2 D's, which is really cool, and you can play those. And you can go back and forth to those if you want to. That's another training. If you want personal lessons, let me know. We do that. And I can do virtual lessons if you guys want to. But basically, those are the notes if you want to know the note scales. And actually, if you're in the beginning and you have one of those piano books and it has these notes on here, and like you have Mary Had a Little Lamb or something like that. I wish I had it. I don't know the little tunes. Dave could do it, but yeah, there's nursery rhyme tunes that you can mess around with on this and do that. So these are the scale notes. Depending on your particular handpan, if it's a D minor, this is what kind of would look like. So just to let you know. Let's see here. Let's see. So today what I'm going to share with you is some handpan practices. One of the things is playing every day, I believe, is very important, especially in the beginning when you're playing handpan, because you have to create, it's an everyday experience to get to where you want to be, you know, whatever level you want to be on the handpan. For me, it's been like, you know, I'd always do like ukulele, and then I play handpan, and that would be my music practice, okay? And I always wondered what we were what you should practice, and over the years, I've kind of created my own style or whatever of practices that kind of give you the tools that you need to make the songs that you want to, okay? So, what I'm going to show you today is the first three. It's 1, 2, 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3. That's the first thing I'd share with everybody, how to do this handpan. Another one would be just to take your handpan. So if you have your handpan right now in front of you, one of the things I usually do when I first get on is I would just breathe. You know, I want to test it out and see if I'm in the right position, get my position. Be settled. Don't clear your mind, and also like just breathe and just focus. Usually I'm looking at the ding. And then what I do is I just start out with the ding, and I just kind of like, I just have 1, 2, 3, 4 in my head. So if you do that, count it out in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just kind of go slow. If you want to close your eyes, that's fine. And then you just feel both hands, and you kind of want to have the same pressure. If you have never done this before, your left and right hand are not the same, so you're trying to just get the right pressure and breathe. And then after a while, I start going faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You can count in your head, or you can say it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see how long you can go, but don't stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to go up and down. Usually I start it, go as fast as I can without missing a beat. If I start missing beats, then I'll slow down, and then I'll just slow all the way down, just to warm up the handpan. And if you notice my hands, you want to kind of get over it. I'm on a standing thing right now. I'm short, but I'm usually over it like this. And if you see how my elbows are up, I'm trying to keep my hand so I can have this motion with my hand like that. Some people try it like this, but there's no motion in the hand. Or they'll try it like this. They were saying like Tyrannosaurus Rex hands. Lisa, thanks for that. She's like, oh, did I have 10? And there's no power because you're just doing this. You want the full action. Okay, I'm assuming you guys already know how the hits are, but usually if I'm hitting with the handpan, it's coming from the elbow, my hand is cocked like this, and I'm coming down. So like I'm coming down like this, and then spotting, and then my finger just comes off. This I'm just doing an exaggerated motion. Here we go. I'll do it from this side so you guys see. And I'm aiming. People ask me where I'm aiming. I'm aiming for the center. I'm usually hitting from here to here with a flat finger. I'm not hitting in the middle. You can hit in the middle if you want, but see how my finger, I'm going from the edge to the inside. Wherever I turn my finger. Okay? You can hit it like that, but I don't feel it gets the right thing. But I'm aiming for the center. If you see that, all the way around like that. Okay? That's how I hit it. So that would be the first thing, is just getting on here. But doesn't that feel good? After a while, if you can get it going, you'll hear a little hum. It's just woo, and if you, like, I usually focus on that hum to see if I can keep it. It's just one noise. It's a wah. If you get your handpan to do that, it's kind of, you just listen to it. I almost got it. It's that high-pitched sound. Okay, that'd be the first practice. What that leads to is, if you can move off the ding, interstitial metal, you practice it there, or to the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, so that's what that leads to. Alright. Alright. So for those of you who don't know how to drum, I would suggest you do this all day long so you can do it. And I'll teach you all those other things later. Alright, so that's the first thing that I would get on. Then I go into the 1, 2, 3. Let me show you 1, 2, 3. And that was 1, 2, 3. Does that sound nice? Yes, it does. And it sounds like a song almost. And that is just the practice. So let me share with you 1, 2, 3. I like to keep everything simple. Sorry, I'm drinking, but I see a question. Glad I made it. Thanks, Daniel, for the lesson. Luciano from Breaksfield. Luciano, you the man. I see Tanya out there too. And you guys probably can watch this afterwards. I know you guys are busy on Saturday, but I just wanted to share the vibe with everybody. So 1, 2, 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Some of you have heard about it. If you don't, this is a really good practice just to get you started. I love it. I've been using it with my students, and it's just easy to understand and get you into a practice, because it's not about what you know, it's how often you play this handpan. Well, that'll make you better, okay? You may know how to do it, but if you don't do it over and over again, just like that, you'll get used to being able to do that for a long time, okay? So, knowing that, you can take this practice and just practice at home. I suggest 15 minutes every day. That's a good practice. I know everybody's busy. Time is very valuable. But if you want to put music into your thing, you have to practice. That's the only thing. And it's like you have to do those 4 things: rhythm, melody, harmony, silence. And you know, that just takes a lot of practice. Everybody tells me, Daniel, it doesn't look like you're hitting. And I go, how'd you? And I go, I've hit 1,000 times. And the guy that taught me that told me the same thing. He goes, dude, I just do this over and over again so I can switch. So you can like switch wherever you want. Like just at the speed of thought, you can do whatever you want on the handpan as I'm talking to you. It's kind of crazy, but I just, you know, I've done it so many times. So practice. What do you practice? It's up to you. I'm suggesting 1, 2, 3, and this has worked for a lot of my students. So the first one is the basic scale of the handpan. Okay, so if you look at your handpan, and you have your smallest notes at the top here, this 9 note, if you have a 9 note, you'll notice there's four notes on one side and 4 notes on the other. Okay, let me put up I can put up a visual for you. Practice. There it is. All right. So here is the first handpan practice. All right, and I kind of did it. Hopefully this looks okay. I'll have this available for you guys to on Google Drive. You can download all these pamphlets. All right. So for me, I'm on the bottom one, which is the RS over here. And we've numbered the notes. You can do it, and I've also had the scale notes also if you want to look at that. But basically what I'm looking at is you always start with your left hand, okay? And you would start on the ding. That's what that is showing right now. Your other hand, your right hand, is going to be on the next note, which would be the big A at the bottom, or number 3, okay? That's your starting position. If you notice, I'm staying in this position right now, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the first one, come down, that's what I'm showing, the notes, hit this A, and then I go to the C, okay? And that's where your hand, if you notice, you want to have efficient. I'm hitting with the left, and then I'm going right, left, 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 right, and left. Okay, that's usually a good way. I just follow the notes going off, and if you notice, whatever hand, I'm using my right hand on this side, and then I'm using my left hand on that side, which is cool. Your hand may be different. If you have 7 notes, there's going to be 3 and 3, and then 1 in the middle. Okay, if you guys have the rentals out there. So that's how that's going to work. So basically, we'll do it again. You're going to start with your left on the ding, or the D note, and then A, C, D, E, F, G, A, C, A, G, F, E, D, C, A, D. If you guys want to do that, I used to practice that all the time, is just say the notes so I remember where they are. Okay? And it's also for those singers that want to sing with it. D, A, I. That was a bad one. C. My voice is all cracky right now. But yeah, you can do that and practice your voice exercises as you go along. But that would be number 1. Makes sense? It's one note. All the notes on your handpan, and it sounds like that. And I would suggest practicing it over, and over again. How long can you do this? Can you do it with your eyes closed? Yes, I can do it with my eyes closed. I've done it. So, yeah, that would be the first one, and you just practice. All right. An offshoot to this is if you want to use that scale, that's like the main scale. Every time I get on a handpan, I always do that. Doesn't matter what the scale is, because I want to hear what the notes are going around it. But I learned how to do that so I can do it on other handpans too. So that one I would highly suggest. Also, when we play with our, we say handpan, but you're going to be playing with all your fingers, okay? Usually you have a dominant finger. I always tell some, like, take your right hand and hit the ding with one of your fingers. Mine is my pointer finger, but I can play with all fingers. So I did finger, finger, middle, middle, ring, ring, pinky, pinky, your thumb, do your thumb, and then you get into beats. Now that was one beat, and then you get two beats. And on and on and on. Basically, you're doing all your fingers, and the person that shared this with me, he goes, there's goals. If you can get to 4 beats, your hits should be pretty good. If you can get to 7 beats, your hits should be expert, and if you can get to 10 beats, you can rewire your brain. And I've done them all, and I believe I rewired my brain. It's pretty crazy. Now, Luciano has a question. Since you are on the topic of scales, would you be able to share the RS-12 scales? Ooh, that would be a Dave question. I have the RS-12 with me, but it's basically a D minor scale, and there's I recorded Dave. He's the guy that knows all the scales, but we were doing all these different scales, and it's on our video. Our video training, and he has them all, and it shows it with the RS-12. But basically, because of the RS-12 notes, okay, the reason why this is a D minor is because you have the D ding on top, which is kind of minor if you know music, but now you have these dings on the bottom, and you have F, G, and on RS it's a B. Some of them have B flats depending on which you chose. But basically you can start, see I'm starting on the bottom right now. So that's a totally different, that starting from there versus starting from here is different key. Or I could start on the B down here. And it just makes it totally different. And then this is the full scale of the RS-12 if you take all the notes, including the bottoms. So here's the regular. That's just the top notes, but now if you incorporate the bottoms, so that was the full scale of the whole handpan. So from there you can like change it. So for example, if you're playing on the top, switch to a different kind of melody. So hopefully that answers your question, Luciana, but that's some of the scales that you can do. I can't show you all of them, I just don't know them all. So Dave is the man on that, but you can get it on our online training. We have the online class. I believe it's $20 for the month, and you pretty much watch all the videos in the month. So that's where you will find that. Okay. So that was one. This is like the basic thing you should be able to do in a handpan, I believe, is just be able to do the scale. Normally, because that's how all the handpans are, and then if you're picking out handpans or playing somebody's, that's what I look at, and then I just go, okay, I got it, and then you just go from there. So that's one, single note, all right? The next one is 2 notes. So you can play 2 notes on that, and if you know anything about music, a single note is a note, and then 2 notes is a chord. Okay, so now if you look at the handpan practice over here, it follows the same way that you would, and I'm on the 9 note on the bottom, but you would take the first 2. So if you look at on the bottom, I'm on my right hand side with the A and the D, and that's what that sounds like. That's my starting point right there. And then I move over, and I have like an imaginary line that goes down the middle. I'm moving over to the other side, and then I'm hitting the other side, which is the C and the C and the E. And then I take the D and the F. Those are those 2 on that side. And then the E and the G. That's the other side. If you have a 7 note, this is where it ends. Or if you have have a 9-note top, this is where it ends. The C and the G. And then you go back. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so it's just 2 notes, and you can just take 2 fingers, whatever fingers you want to. You can actually, I'm trying to show you this, you can do this. And then you can use 2 fingers. You can get good at that, or you can use 2. Yeah. So, very pretty sounding. You guys probably like that, right? Say yes. Don't forget to breathe. Trying to hit both at the same time. I don't think I do, but I'm still working on it. But it sounds nice. Okay, I like to start. You can start with your ding too, like this. And then stop, which is start and stop with the ding. That's a good practice. Just to let you know. So you have 1, you have 2, and then now you have 3. And I like to, 3s are awesome. I don't know if you guys ever play piano and you have like 3, you're doing that. Well, there's called triads, I believe, in music, but they sound really cool. And 3 would be following the scale over here, all right? But you're doing 3 at a time, okay? So right now, this is what the first 3 is. I can start with a ding, if you want to, and then you go A, C, D, A, C, D, C, A, C, D, A, C, D. That's 1, 2, 3, and then I go C, D, E. D, E, F, and then E, F, G, and then F, G, A, and then G, A, C, and then you come backwards, same thing, C, A, G, F, G, F, E, F, E, D, E, D, C, D, C, A, so that's how that works. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3. So beautiful like that. Okay, so if you can get it like that, that's an awesome one to have. All right, so let's look at this. So I'll do it one more time, and then once you get comfortable, you can start doing it faster. So nice, right? And you can also do it forward and backwards, which is cool. So it all leads up, I'm just showing you what it leads up to. The basic is just doing the 1, 2, 3, and then all the way back down, okay? Questions on that? Nope, all right. It's funny talking to yourself and you only hear the text over there. But yeah, that's basically 1, 2, and 3. And I'll do them again, all in order. So that was 1, 2, 3, and then I ended with 1. Pretty nice, right? And it's funny, if you learn that, that's all you have to do all day long on the handpan. Okay. And it was cool. I came up with this style because I just want to make it easy for people to understand. There's all kinds of different ways that you can play the handpan. The biggest thing that I've learned as a teacher, it's not me teaching you, it's you already have music in you and you're trying to express it through this instrument. So my goal is to find the music inside of you, and so you can move it out through this beautiful instrument. So that was 1, 2, 3. I actually have students that can go all the way up to 15. I have a 10-year-old that we've gone all the way up to 15. And what does that mean? Well, if you want to learn more, I do private lessons. So see, people are already calling for a private lesson right now. Let me see if I can stop this. We'll just let it ring. Sorry if you're trying to call me right now. But that was 1, 2, 3. I'll do it one more time for you guys. Slow motion. So what you guys learned today is, 1 is the first one I get on. I usually do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I usually get into and I go into my thing, or my practice. Lately I've just been doing all the way up to 15. Double dings. So that's going up in the ladder. So just to give you an idea of what we do next. So, but I would suggest mastering the 1, 2, 3. Does it sound simple? Say yes, yes, and just breathe. So, anybody guess the code word for the 10% off if you guys are buying handpans? You guys want to do it. And even if you're thinking about it in the next couple months and you're already decided, now is the time to actually order, because Dave, there is a line for handpans, unless you want to get one of these beautiful guys that are sitting here waiting for their owners. Let me close this out. Boom. All right. So today, hopefully you guys got some good information. We talked a little bit about the handpans. We talked about the 4 principles, which I feel is very important. There are handout sheets. If you guys want, just email us and I can email you the link to the Google Drive, which has all those sheets. And then you learned about 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you guys can take that and practice. Big thing is 15 minutes of practice a day. I would suggest doing that every day. Work on your technique and work on breathing. Breathing. Just breathe. Just breathe. And for you guys that stuck it out, all right, here is your 10% off code. This is a secret sale, so only people that watch this get this discount. So if you've been planning on getting that instrument, now is the time. I know we're going to get busy. Usually this is the busy time. So I just wanted to do a secret sale for you guys that really, really want to learn. That's why while you're here. And hopefully this 1, 2, 3 and the 4 principles helps you. I find first it's your mindset, and then practice. Commit and just do it until you get it, right? And this beautiful music was brought to you today by this beautiful instrument, which is the hybrid, Horus Hybrid. Yeah, all right. I'll leave with, and I think our time is up. Yeah, but I'll leave you guys with some beautiful music. So if you don't have any questions, Luciano, Tanya, thanks for being here, guys. And I'll leave you with a little bit of jam. If you want to relax or play along, if you have a D minor. But everybody, let's take a breath. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Enjoy your day. Take this vibe and go share it with everybody else. Have a good one and hope to see you soon here at Dave's Island. Next week, if you guys are in town, I'm doing a live class here at Dave's Island Instruments, so I'm excited. You guys have a good one and much love to you all. All right. Have a good Saturday.